Pika, Pika, Pika Bee, Pika Pikachu.
Okay, so why did I move, Bayleaf? You sit over here, you mean. Why did I do any of that? Well, that is because that's just the person I am. I am quirky. I make some ridiculous, sometimes cringy jokes. It is hard for me to say cringe, but that's just part of my characteristics. I try to live in the moment, and yet I am also corrupted by what is happening currently in society. It is just the person I am. I will say roar and try not to even explain it a lot of the time. But that, my friends, is the person I am. And I am so sick of downplaying it on my channel just because people are saying they don't like it. I'm done following directions from an audience who barely respects me. This is the definitive update video I am making, which will hopefully not include another one like it for a while, because I am to a point where I am ready to try to make some changes for my benefit. Again, I know we've already gone through this song and dance too many times, but go through it one more time with me again, because this is going to be just a little bit different. I'm going to be explaining my channel, and I'm going to explain the mistakes I've been making with my channel, aside from that one I just mentioned, where I am downplaying my own jokes. You know what else I'm downplaying? Role-playing. One person, and I'm not going to state names, one person ruined role-playing for me on YouTube. But that's my characteristic. I have been role-playing before I even knew what role-playing was. Basically, I called it pretending. I did that with my brothers constantly. With toys and plushies. All these plushies. Before Pokemon, I was even doing it. It's just the person I am, and I'm sick of downplaying it, like I said already. So expect me to go back to some of the tropes, some of the funny or not funny things I used to do with my videos. Now, the whole Pikachu thing, that wasn't all that funny. Voice acting is also a passion of mine. Now, this isn't the cap I wanted to find. People like this hat. It has all kinds of neat Pokemon on it, but it's really tight around my head. I actually wanted to find my old Ash Ketchum hat that has a stain on it just to prove that, hey, even though there is a stain on this thing, that doesn't mean that I don't still love it, and I'll still wear it with pride. Sometimes. It depends on the people I am. I'm a introvert by nature. I'm a pacifist, I'm all kinds of nonsense, but I am myself. And anytime I try to push myself not to be myself, it hurts. It hurts me a lot. Mostly mentally and emotionally. And one of those things I have been doing, I don't know if I have a good example with me right now. I've got a bunch of different games, but I can't find one in particular I'm looking for, but whatever. I'm just gonna ad-lib. One of the things that I've been doing to myself that has been hurting me and my channel, or channels, a lot, is trying to do these high, Brenton, come on, snap out of it. Could have V8. Basically trying to make really involved videos. Stuff with all kinds of editing. You've seen it from me. I've had the police sirens when Barry was talking about taking Pokeballs. I had some kind of nonsense when it came to me not recording a audio file thinking that I was recording something, and then realizing, oops, I never pressed the OBS record button for some dumb reason. I could list all kinds of reasons if I had wrote them down. It's hard for me to come up with them on the spot. But high editing, that's what I'm going to call it for right now. High level editing is something I like to do, but it's not something I'm good at doing. Like, when I come up with a joke that I myself keep watching and laughing at, like that Super Monkey Ball Banana Mania video where my monkey careens through an obstacle at over 1,000 miles per hour, and then I just add the Race to Win music. Classic. I'll watch that all the time because it's just that funny to me. The problem is I don't always have that time and space and commitment to do that. The way I see it, if I end up making one of those videos, count that as a blessing. Count that as a good day for me, where I have actually decided, I don't want this hat anymore, that I have decided that I want to edit something and that I had the passion, the drive to make it happen. Persistence, perseverance, and stupidity. You've heard those words from me before, right? That is technically just my motto at this point. It's like, if I want something to happen, like I really want something to happen, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna make it happen as long as I have the passion and drive to do it. You see that Tepig? You see this shiny Tepig? Remember all of those streams where I tried to get a shiny Tepig on another Pokemon Black version profile? I had some weird passion to do that, and I almost feel like that was kind of questionable, to be honest. But when I first was trying to get Blitz, my shiny Tepig, who is technically like a mascot for my channel, low-key, I spent months and possibly even a year or more trying to hatch a shiny Tepig. And trying to do it for this Pokemon Scarlet Violet thing kind of reminded me of how much energy I put into something that in some cases might not matter. But at the time for Blitz, for my first shiny Tepig I ever got, there was something for me to be excited about. Having my first shiny Tepig and giving me a reason to purchase this thing for $500 or $600. That is real. Look it up. It's probably more if you can actually find one that's listed, which you probably can't because they're limited. These were limited. Shiny Snivy, Shiny Oshawott, and Shiny Tepig were limited plushies that were made by the Pokemon Company, but they never made them ever again. I hold on to something valuable that unfortunately has gotten a little bit more older and stained, but he still means something to me. Not by money, but by passion. And when I have that passion, I will try to make things happen. You know what I have a passion for? Video games, particularly brand new video games, excuse the nails, that I have never played. It is easy for me to say, maybe I might want to come back and play Super Mario Galaxy 2, even though we could have had Galaxy 2 on Super Mario 3D World, but whatever. It's easy for me to say that. But it's harder for me to motivate myself to do something I have already done. You want to know a secret about me? I hate tediism. I hate it, hate it, hate it, hate it, hate it. Unless I know I'm getting something out of it, I try to avoid it. You know why I haven't played Kingdom Hearts in a while? You know why I haven't played those other 18 plus videos no one's watching? Or, what's a good example? I can't think of one. Kingdom Hearts comes to mind, but I can't think of any other good examples. It's because I have to play the stages again all over again and waste hours trying to do it. It should be motivation enough for me to get to a point where it's like, oh, I've never seen this before. I'm excited. And that's what it's about. I want to play stuff that I have never played before. Something that excites me. Something that makes me look forward to whatever's happening. Even if I am grinding on a boss and I keep losing at it over and over and over again, if I know there's something at the end that I've never seen before that might excite me, I will keep doing it. Persistence, perseverance, stupidity. That's what it means. That's what it means. And I myself am also to blame for not getting the satisfaction out of some of these games. And no, I'm not talking about Pokemon Scarlet where people inadvertently spoiled the very end of the game. No, I am talking about Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom. I am talking about Luigi's Mansion 3 and plenty of other projects. I have stopped myself from doing it. And you want to know why? It is because, and I cannot stress this enough, it is because I am trying to push myself when I am not ready to do it to make this long edit video, or just take a huge stream that's almost 6 to 12 hours and try to cut out parts of it by watching the entire thing. I don't take notes. I should be taking notes, but I don't. But I have to watch the entire thing, decide, is this funny enough? Is this interesting? Is this taking up too much time? And even then, I will make some mistakes. I watched some of my own edited videos, and it's like, okay, this part's taking too long. That's why I made a joke on the very last Super Mario Odyssey video with the Seaside Kingdom not wanting to leave it to go to an Ice Kingdom. I took too long with that bit, and I pointed myself out. Sometimes self-deprecating, I don't know if that's the right word, but self-criticizing myself is funny to me. Sometimes. It's like, I'm pointing out my own mistakes. And yes, I've made some mistakes trying to make sounds of a Pikachu just for content, just for dead air. Hasn't been exactly one of my best moments. But I will acknowledge that it happened. I will acknowledge I played Fortnite. But at some point, I had fun with it. Because it was new to me. Because I had never experienced something like it. My life is tediism. I do nearly the same things every single day. I am stuck in this one-horse town. I'm exaggerating, by the way. I do a lot of exaggeration. But I don't have a car, so I can't drive anywhere. My parents are poor. Parent. Because divorce. That's fun. She doesn't have any more money. My mom barely has money. Plus, I don't feel like she should drive. Listen, I am a person that wears my emotions on my shoulders all the time. There are some things that maybe I shouldn't say. And people like Planet Shy Guy have mentioned that to me. Like, dude, you shouldn't have said that. And I'll take it seriously in some cases. And I'll even sometimes remove some content because of that. But I don't like to limit myself. That's not the person I am. And sometimes it feels like my content's worse when I am limiting myself. Now, it doesn't help when I keep forgetting what words I was trying to say, which happens nearly every other stream. But let me get to the point. Like with Luigi's Mansion 3. I was enjoying playing that game. I've never played Dark Moon. There was one time I wanted to maybe try to play Dark Moon. But my own headcanon and my own life, like, I talk about tediism. But it's worse when I know something bad could happen. Because it's not something I want to deal with. I want to escape. I play video games as escapism. I love Amazing Island. Too bad I don't play it enough. I love Super Monkey Ball Banana Blitz because it's so colorful and fun, and I love listening to the music. I enjoyed playing Luigi's Mansion 3, but do you want to know what stopped me? Trying to make a long heavily edited video about why I made a mistake in Luigi's Mansion 3 when it came to one single door that only required a plunger to open, and I didn't even try because there was a red velvet rope in front of it. That happened. That really happened. And you can see evidence of that on, and I'm going to plug this quite a bit now, my Wii2Stream VODs. You know what I'm good at? I'm good at playing a video game without thinking about it. Something brand new, like Tears of the Kingdom. But other stuff that's coming up, like Super Mario Brothers Wonder. I'm going to do that. I'm going to stream the entire thing. Or more or less the entire thing, depending on how much me and my brothers get done with. But I'm good at just playing the game in the moment. I'm not good at taking a moment of my time. No, not a moment. A day. An entire day of my time editing something and having to speed up the editing process. The thing about me is, when I am panicking, when I am doing something that I don't want to do in the moment, but I'm pushing myself to do it because I'm on a time limit, I make all kinds of mistakes. I was just talking about Pokemon hats, including the one I threw on the ground. I couldn't find the classic Pokemon cap that Ash Ketchum wears, because it is somewhere missing in my messy bedroom, which just explains how much of my life has kind of fallen into depravity or something like that. I know I need to make mistakes. I know I know I should have wrote a script for this. Let's just go with that. I know I am not a perfect person, but sometimes that's just what is best about me, is that I'm not perfect. I am quirky. I need to know what works for me and what doesn't. I could tell you one thing, even though I have, wow, Benton, you forgot that too. Nice. Basically, I suffered depression. I suffered bipolar depression. That's what it was. And people, I'm not going to mention names, have asked if I've taken medication. And I will say no. I don't do that. Because I don't feel like that's right for my body. I know my body more than anyone else knows it. And after some bad experiences in the past, I don't ever see myself at this moment of time taking antidepressants. I am not in that low point. If I feel low, I'm just gonna cry into a pillow and watch TV and do some other things. Like watch TV, I guess. But I'm not perfect. I'm not a perfect person. So, when it comes to Luigi's Mansion 3, because I'm just going all over the place, because again, don't have a script. I wrote this. I wrote, I'm a shiny, and then something like, there's just no version of that plush yet. Something dumb like that. But, when I procrastinate on something, when something is too big for me to handle, like I look at how much I need to do, I shut down. I just go out like a light. I am just gone. My motivation's gone. I'm just not having fun anymore, and I just don't want to do it. And that has been the case with Luigi's Mansion 3. It's not that I don't want to play the game. It's that I'm keeping myself from playing the game because I have this giant project that I'm saying, hey, you can't play this game until you get done editing this project. And when I look at how big the project is overall, I'm like, I can't do this. I can't do this. I don't want to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to watch all my favorite YouTubers that I keep sometimes mentioning in my videos. You know where the yo from Yobos comes from? PK Sparks. I did not come up with that myself. It is something I borrowed. I keep mentioning other YouTubers because I enjoy their content. The reason I am making this video right now is because of a bigger video that Doug made. He doesn't know me. None of these other huge YouTubers like Peanut Butter Gamer, Space Hamster, Rerez, other ones I cannot think of right now. Connor the Waffle. I'm looking at my TV, which is on right now, and I can't find anyone. But all those people, I watch them because I love their content. But I also reference it because I love their content. And partially because I'm jealous. I'm also just kind of sharing myself. It's like all the different songs I sing, all the Disney movies and other movies and TV shows I reference. That is a part of me. That is something I have been doing my whole life. I get out of my mediocre life by watching brand new things. That's what I get excited for. That's why some of my reaction videos are pure and raw when I don't have Twitter/X ruining them for me by already stating what they are. Especially when I don't know about them ahead of time. Or, at the very worst, someone already leaked the information. Donkey Kong game! Will it happen? Find out this week! I don't know. I just know Twitter has said something about it. TwitX. TwitNX. TwitNX. That's what I want to call it from now on. TwitNX. Because it's just so dumb. I hate it. Going back to Luigi's Mansion 3 one more last final time. If I was not pushing this project on me, that I haven't even started, except for maybe like one bit that has to do with dreams. You can interpret that however you want. I would already still be playing it, or have already finished it. I would love to play more Luigi's Mansion 3, but I am pushing a heavy project on top of myself to a point where it's like, you can't play this game again until you finish this project. Ergo, Tears of Kingdoms and whatnot. If I would just let myself do what comes naturally, which is just play the effing game, I would have fun. I would be able to enjoy more things. So, there's going to be a massive change, sort of massive, at least massive on my scale, coming to my channel. I'm still going to be making some of the videos I do, but I'm going to lean further away from doing some of those edits. I still want to do them, but I want to do them when I feel like doing them. And when I'm in that mood, when I am in that positive mind space, and when I can look at what I get done with and say, yes, I'm happy with what I did, then I think it will be worth it for my audience. Which I want to talk about so many things. I want to talk about how my audience, how my subscriber point is bigger than it should be, which you probably have already heard. I want to talk about goals that I have when I get to 900 subscribers and working my way to 1,000, what some of those goals are, because I'm thinking of things other than just playing Wii2PLAY, the Nintendo Wii game called Wii2PLAY, despite my name being Wii2PLAY, and videos of Wii2PLAY are suggested over Wii2PLAY. It's a weird, dumb thing. I want to talk about the history of why I went from making music for my channel to making Let's Plays. I want to acknowledge all of the people that I've enjoyed watching, but this is a long road to get to this point. Right now, I'm trying to focus on what I want to do for my channel and basically where I want my channel to go from here, from this statement that I'm making. And possibly push a little bit of a challenge on me, but something that is doable and something that I feel would be great for my channel. I already mentioned Doug earlier, and that this video inspired me to make, his video inspired me to make this video. But what I haven't explained is one of the things I'm thinking of doing for my channel. I love playing Super Mario Maker 2, and at a point I loved playing Fall Guys. But both of those games have suddenly just disappeared from my channel, and I'm not going to go into necessarily reasons why, because I think it just mostly has to do with me having too full of a plate, and then Fall Guys... Fall Guys, I just kind of got burnt out on when I had a hard time making the first stage. But here's the thing about me that some people may not have gotten from some of my content. I am a creative person. I like to create things. I like to create some of those edits you've seen. So, there was a point where, with Korimpa Marble Mania or something like that. Super Smash Bros. Brawl, Amazing Island, The Incredible Tomb Machine, which is a weird one to reference, but all these different video games that have some kind of creative element, I used to go ham with creating stuff. I barely made anything for Super Mario Maker 2, and I have thought constantly about what I would do, what I would put if I were to commit my time and make a Super Mario world. My own Wii2PLAY or Brent Brush world, however you want to say that. And maybe with Brent Brush, maybe I want to just change that channel entirely. But that's for a different topic. And one of the things that Doug had mentioned is to do basically what is called a 1-year test. Now, my channel's been out for over 10 years, so that hasn't... I've been here for more than 10 years, and what you see is what you get. But I would like, starting next week, not this week's gonna be a mess. Plus, I get to look forward to Pokemon again, so... But starting next week, I would like to take either Fall Guys or Super Mario Maker 2 and showcase other people's stages. Now, I've been asking 2 to 3, 5 dozen times, not that many, for you guys to send me Fall Guys levels. Show me levels that you've seen in Fall Guys that you think would be fun for me to play. No one's done that. I'm not going to try to act surprised. What I am going to do is I'm going to try to search online for stuff that I can play. And then on top of that, I would like to start creating stages. I've only made 2 stages, one of which never really truly got finished, I don't think. Yeah, no, it never got finished. Plus, I might scrap that and try something different. But I've only created 1 public stage, which took way too long because I was trying to be just really careful and intricate with it. I don't need to be intricate with this kind of stuff necessarily, but I want to just take one day or one part of my week where I am just editing, making some kind of stage to make public, and then showcase that stage publicly for people to see once a week. I really want to do that because I feel like between how much I've been slogging to put certain content on my channel and then not even do it at all, and just my life spiraling, can't say the word right now, that I've lost a lot of creativity. I used to draw a lot on DeviantArt. You could look it up, but not everything there is safe, just saying. But I used to draw a lot on DeviantArt. Even though my drawings aren't that good, I'm a self-taught artist, and I can just say that everything on the featured page is probably better than whatever I make. I still had passion for drawing at some point. And unfortunately, because of some of my hobbies and bad habits I've had in my life and just other factors, I've just stopped drawing. At some point I said, no, I'm still here. I'm going to draw. But someday this year, I waved the white flag and said, I give up. I'll draw when I feel like drawing. And that's why I feel about editing videos. I will edit videos when I feel like editing videos. I don't want to force myself to do something that I'm not in the right mindset to do. And that goes the same for how I record my content. So, here is what I'm going to recommend and say to you guys. I am still going to play WarioWare. I am still going to play Sonic Superstars. I am still going to play Super Mario Land. No. Yes, I'll play Super Mario Land, but I'm talking about recent stuff. I'll play Samba. I'll play Elden Ring at some point. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. But I don't want to have to worry about editing this stuff unless I'm ready and willing to do that. So if you want to see unfiltered, raw content from me, of me just enjoying or ranting about a video game like I'm used to doing, check out Wii2Stream VODs. That's WII, the number 2, the word stream, STREAM _ VODs, VODS. I'm serious. You can find a bunch of my Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom stuff there. And while I would love to show it more edited, more condensed, more easy to watch when I'm not wandering everywhere, not knowing where I'm going, or not using a certain power that's always been with me and I didn't even think about using it, and blah, 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 blah. You can see that stuff early on that channel, because I can't promise I know when I'm going to make an edited video of the first episode of The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. I'm somewhat kind of relieved that Galaxy West came up to me and said, hey, I want to try out this game. It's like, okay, sure, but I'm going to record your reaction to it. Even though I potentially inadvertently kind of spoiled a part of the game during that first recording session. But I liked it because it was the first time Tears of the Kingdom content that wasn't me reacting to a stream would show up on my channel. It's like, okay, maybe I don't have to focus so much on the introductory part of the game, because it takes a while just to get off that island, if you know what I'm talking about. If you've watched that video, if you played the game yourself, that whole island you start off on, in a manner of speaking, is the tutorial. And it takes a while. I think it takes longer than it does in Breath of the Wild. That's just my opinion. And the same thing's going to happen with Super Mario Bros. Wonder. I'm going to want to cut it down into worlds instead of one big long slog, but that slog is how I'm going to start enjoying the game. I'm going to want to play as many worlds as I can. And if you want to watch that, Wii2Stream VODs, I will list a link down in the description. But please watch that. I'm going to get back to playing Luigi's Mansion 3 and some other stuff that I haven't played in a while. All because I have been holding myself back. I've been a barrier in my own creation. And I'm sick of that. So I'm going to try not to be as filtered because, hey, if you like my content, why downplay it? Some people are going to say, oh, role-playing is weird, it's dumb, it's childish, I don't care. That's my thing. That's what I like doing. And if I can find an audience that enjoys that, if I can find an audience that enjoys me referencing characters out of the blue for no particular reason, or singing a song or referencing another YouTuber, and just being my quirky, fun self while playing some game that maybe I've never played before, or heck, just something most people wouldn't watch. What? No. Back that up. Content that most people wouldn't even think would be fun to watch. Like, I've really enjoyed the Super Monkey Ball series, and I don't think I know anyone who particularly likes that. But I do. So I want to show more content for it. I want to play Step and Roll. I referenced it like months ago, and it still hasn't happened. I'm just sick of holding myself back. And I'm sick of caving in to other people. I cave in too much. This whole last month is all about me feeling self-worth, feeling like I'm worth something. Because when people step all over me, it just destroys me. And I'm sick of it. I'm letting it happen too much. I'm ready to stand up for myself. And if you say role-playing is stupid, good, fine. That's your opinion. But I'm not going to change it because one person said so. I might limit how many comments or which streams allow me to have comments, something like that. I'm going to do what's best for me. And what's best for me may not be exactly what I wanted. I still love playing video games. I'm still gonna play video games. Heck, that's the only thing I usually look forward to anymore. If it's not me watching other people play video games or watching other stupid YouTube videos, depending on your definition of stupid. But I am losing my train of thought. Because once again, this video's lasted longer than it should have. And I never scripted my stuff, so I'm just repeating myself over and over and over again. But I'm going to do what is best for me. And one of the things I feel is best for me is to key down the edited content. When it comes out, it will be a treat. In fact, at some point, I'm just going to say this right now. When I get to 1,000 subscribers, I want to make another channel. I've made too many channels. I'm still thinking about making other channels outside this one. But I want to make one other channel that is Wii2PLAY based again. But it is the best of Wii2PLAY. It is the best edits I can make of my videos. And when someone asks to see my content, to see what makes me the YouTuber I am, what makes me unique. I will point out those specific videos and say, hey, if you want to see all my other content, check out all these other channels. But this is me on my good days, when I know that I've made something that I'm proud that I've made. I'm not saying I'm not proud about all my Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom streams. I feel like I'm plugging this game too much, but I think that's partially because I have not beaten this game yet. And that shouldn't be a surprise considering Breath of the Wild. But that goes both ways. It's like, I wanted to make some big edited content for this. If I wasn't mindlessly exploring and finding Finizins by accident. I'm talking about a completely different game now. I just want to play games. That's the first priority. I will joke and comment and hiss and cheer about some of the games I like to play, but specifically, I just want to play games. I don't want to worry about making these big edits until I am ready. And if you're into that, need a stream buds. And otherwise, if you like my content, great, stay around. If you don't, that's fine, move on to someone else. I'm just trying to build an audience that understands me for me, even if they don't talk to me. That's something that bugs me with live streams. Like when I'm doing something I know is tedious, I just want interaction. And I want to just get that from Adrian again. I enjoyed role-playing with Emily, and to let one person ruin that is just not fair. It's just not fair. I will make changes and adjustments when I feel necessary. I will say jokes that I think are funny to me, even if they don't seem funny to other people. And I'm just gonna be myself and try to be the best of myself, like shaving all this off. I have way too many videos where I have a beard. I don't look that good with a beard or these blemishes, but that's a whole separate problem that I'm going to deal with off screen. I just want to say that I keep wondering when I'm going to get to 1,000 subscribers. And anytime I advertise my channel, it's like when I see more people checking out my videos, it's like, cool, well, I have like around 800 subscribers. And it's like, no, I have 753 to this very day that I am recording this. And it hurts a bit, and to be honest, one of the bigger reasons I wanted 1,000 subscribers is so I could stream Pokemon Go, but now I'm just gonna try to treat it as a milestone, like most YouTubers. Like, if I can get to 1,000 subscribers, even if the majority of those subscribers were only there when I was recording video game music you couldn't find on YouTube, I will be happy. But when I make that new channel, my goal is to see how many people truly care about my content, to start from square one and just showcase the best of myself and see how many people care. And if no one cares, fine. But at the same time, I'm trying to build my own audience. And even though I reference other people's content constantly, I'm still trying to find my own audience. I'm still trying to figure out how I can build my own audience. And I have my own fun ideas. But if I'm limiting myself because other people tell me to, or because I force myself to, then you are not getting the best of me. And that won't do. If I can't sit down and watch my own videos with somewhat of a smile on my face, then it wasn't a good video. What can I say? So, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Teal Mask. It's coming up this Wednesday. I will be streaming that. Now, I won't have the chat room on, but I'll have an alternative that some of you might be happy about. We'll just see. But I'm doing what's best for my channel, what's best for myself, even if I can't match the same type of quality that I wish to match, or, wish to get up to with other content creators. I have an idea for an intro that is playing in my head right now, but I don't have the technology, I don't have the commitment, I don't have the time, and I don't have the drive to make it happen. But when I do, when I finally can feel like I can do this, and I have the tools to do this, and I have the motivation to see it through, I'm hoping that you guys will appreciate it. And even if you don't, I'll be happy. I'll be happy I finally got it done. But I don't want to rush it anymore. Just like this shelf I have talked about too many other times on my videos, I'm not going to rush it. I have some better idea of how I'm going to put it up after someone talked about the problems with old drywall. But I don't want to keep beating down a dead horse, which is something I do consistently on my channel, which is not good. It goes into that tediism I was talking about. When I make these videos, I'm trying to escape that tediism. I'm trying to give myself something to look forward to, something I can smile about. Even if I rage a bit, at least it's a different feeling than just feeling nothing, feeling numb, feeling just so distant. And that has been my problem this summer, is that I've just been feeling so numb, and I just don't want that anymore. There's gonna be days where I don't put up anything for almost the week. And there's gonna be times when I make mistakes and I regret some of the things that I chose to do. But if I can just choose to take one day without thinking about all the other things that I could be doing, and I just decide to play a game that I'm really interested in without taking a break, without feeling like I need to stop in the middle of it, I think I might be just a little bit happier. I think. I'm a human being. I make mistakes. You make mistakes. We're imperfect. That's just what makes us us. And if I could point out one thing unique compared to all the other YouTubers I've watched, that is my voice alone. This is a voice that speaks volumes, that isn't necessarily monotone, and that will allow me to pitch it high and low however I wish, to pretend to act like Mario, or to voice some female companion in an RPG. Maybe not very well, but still be able to do it. I think that's one of the strong things about me. People criticize me about it, but I think that's one of the special things that makes me unique in the YouTube space. And that's not me gloating, that's me just trying to get myself to remind myself that I can make good content, and that I do have something to offer. A lot of people have been faving videos where I play older games, and that's all swell and good. I would love to play more Donkey Kong 94, not 96, it's 94. So I'm going to point that out right now. But when I am the most excited, it's when I get to try something new, especially something I'm looking forward to. So, look forward to me playing Kingdom Hearts. Well, no, not that one. Look forward to me playing Super Mario World again, or for me to continue Amazing Island, which I have to talk about that in a separate video, but I am going to look the most forward to doing something I've never done before, even if it's something familiar like platforming. If it's different enough and I've never seen it, I'm looking forward to it, because that is something new, that is something different, that is something that breaks the tediism in my life and lets me look forward to something that isn't going to negatively affect me. But it has been 50 gosh darn minutes since I made this video. I'm just going to mention one more thing. There was something I wanted to do this weekend. I never did it. And if I'm going to do it, I haven't started. But it is still going on in my mind right now. And I have a way that I could add it where it might be entertaining, at least at the very beginning. I'm hoping I can find ways to make the middle part bearable as well. But I don't want to force myself to try to speedrun this project in less than a day, especially when I had the whole weekend to do it and I just didn't take that opportunity. I don't want to speedrun this project. I want to make it special. So when I decide to come out with it, if I decide to come out with it, it'll be the best I can make it. And that will be what makes me happy. Other times, I'll just upload something so I can get it off my mind. I'm talking to you, Mr. What is it called? I mean, I probably already have it on a completely different channel. You guys don't care, but it's somewhere around here. I just can't find it. Knockout City. It was Knockout City. No one cares. But I'm just going to work on doing what's best for me, even if it's something I feel like is a little bit more low-key than I want to offer. But in the end, it lets me experience those things that I've been holding back on. We'll just have to see what happens. I just want to try to go back to when it was better. When my channel was a little bit better. And once again, acting like a Pikachu for 30 minutes because of dead air was not good. But I just have to figure out what is good. What is funny to me? What makes me laugh? What doesn't make me go, "Ugh." I need to figure it out. Need to figure out what's good for me and what's bad for me. So, that's all I can say at this point. I know I've repeated myself 1,000 times already, but I just wanted to get it out. It was a passion project. I looked for 10 minutes for my Ash Ketchum hat and couldn't find it. Hopefully that's motivation enough for me to clean up my place a little bit more. But when I'm ready to do this stuff, I will do it. Persistence, perseverance, and stupidity. I don't know how else to end this video. So, thank you for watching. Hopefully you look forward to my content. And once again, if you want to see completely unedited early release of my content that I have no idea when I'm going to actually edit, Wii2Stream VODs. I'm moving my finger the wrong way, but that's gonna be it. This has been Wii2PLAY. I got nothing left to say, so I hope you enjoy your day. Take care out there, and I'll catch you later.